Good boy, Bolt. So Min is definitely getting more comfortable around the other pups now. Kind of able to freely roam. Sometimes he gets a little growly with the newest dog, so hopefully that'll go away after a couple days as well. The other dog is good about listening to him and then giving him space and moving away. I'll also spend some time with Min around the other dogs to help him so he doesn't feel the need to threaten them to move away from him, but instead actually letting him get used to them being around him. It's a delicate balance because you definitely don't want to force Min into a more uncomfortable situation for him than he's already in, but at the same time you need to give him that exposure so that way he gets an opportunity to get comfortable around new dogs. What? Oh, it's okay. Good boy. Come on. So not sure if the microphone picked that up, but Bolt was growling at the gentleman there. All we did was help get Bolt's attention back to us, let him know that there's no reason to be growling at him, and then offered him some guidance, moving away. It's a very nice day out today, although it is Sunday and a Mother's Day, so families may be hopefully either cooking out or going out for lunches or dinners more, so walking times may be a little bit off of normal times. So we're just gonna do our best to take them out and about as often as we can in hopes of finding other pups to come across. We'll just kind of work on redirecting behaviors. And starting next week, taking them towards the pet stores, the dog parks, places we know hopefully there will be dogs. The dog park has been pretty slow during lunches, but that's actually going to be a really good opportunity. That way we can start them seeing maybe and being around, just a handful of dogs at a time, and then eventually we'll graduate to the evenings when there can be up to 20 or 30 dogs there. Especially for Min's case, we'll have to be playing with either his muzzle or keeping him just on the other side of the fence, and giving him time to slowly adjust. Luckily I know a lot of the people that go to the dog park, and I'll be able to explain to them, Min's situation, and we'll be able to kind of take things slow, adjust things from there. We'll see how Bolt does as well, because sometimes Bolt can do really good, but because of his humping behavior, he can definitely get himself in a lot of trouble. And because the dog park is a little farther away, I'd want to take both at a time instead of just one, driving all the way back and taking the other one. So sometimes we might either have one in the car while working on the other one, or at least both around the fence to start off with. We'll just play it by ear, but we'll want to take it slow and steady, just because they seem to be doing really well so far, adjusting to the new pups. Boy. To help with Bolt's humping, get him trained on a knee collar. Hopefully the beep and vibration will be enough of a deterrent, combined with him learning to come back to me when he feels those things. and the conditioning on that. That way we won't need the static shocker corrections. And we'll be sure to, of course, talk to their parents before doing anything like that. Because he is really does like to be very continuous when it comes to those behaviors. So it's important to be consistent in correcting him. Because once he's corrected, usually once Bulk's corrected, usually from the other pup, he can play nicely with others. Stepped on him. Alright, Big Bear. You okay, Big Bear? I was hoping to come across a dog there. Unfortunately, the other owner saw us and then immediately turned around. So she's either apprehensive of the bigger dog, or she might know that her dog also doesn't behave well around new dogs too. So that's why, you know, most of the time it's pretty apparent. You can always ask people as well if you get close enough. But because we don't want to force anything and be respectful of others' spaces, we'll just keep going ahead and walking around. Boy. Boy. Going a different way than normal this time, just to switch it up for the dogs and in hopes of finding different dogs to run into. Luckily, there's usually plenty in the neighborhood. And today, with the mild weather, we can actually keep them in out, walking about a little bit more too, which is good. Oh, they have a bulldog. Look at that. Come on, guys. Trying to get them to move along so that way we can actually see other dogs. But a lot of people too just don't like to socialize their dogs nowadays, which leads to, you know, just a lot of people avoiding, teaching their dog to actually avoid other dogs, which is part of the problem that can lead to altercations, just the lack of social experience. Oh, we got one behind us too, that's good. I've seen the Doberman around and he's very well behaved, so it'd be a good practice partner. Unfortunately, they're also going around. Yeah, not everybody likes to meet other people and their dogs nowadays. Definitely makes socializing sometimes a lot more difficult. Every now and then you'll find the pet parents that are actually willing to meet and interact, and their pups do get to kind of see other dogs and hang out with them and play. Just looking down on the end there to see if there is anybody. Go ahead and turn around. Come on, man. Good boy. He does see the Doberman, which is good. I don't think Bolt has though. And since we have this gentleman coming up here, we're gonna go ahead and move these guys off to the side so that way he can have some of the sidewalk too. Unfortunately, they take a lot of the sidewalk up. Hi, how you doing? Good. Good boy. Watch for cars. Good boy. You see the Dobie? What do you think? Good boy. Alright. Alright. Gonna go back up the street. See if we can find anybody else walking their pups. Good boy. Bolt's definitely doing better with his pulling. Don't usually need the head halter anymore, which is really nice. We'll see how intense he gets when the moments come, but also because we're trying to work mostly on being preemptive and not getting them to escalate, because then it's a lot harder for their parents to control them. And a lot of preemptive work means we shouldn't need it anyways, unless of course one comes up suddenly and it's a failure. Definitely gets boy. Gets distracted on walks, that's for sure. Min is pretty good about just keeping up at a good pace. Every now and then he'll stop as well. So here, because we need to keep going forward. Good boy. Here we go. Do a little bit of name practice. Oh, Min kept going. Bolt. Yes, good boy. Good listen. Good, sit up here. Good. So making sure that he listens and focuses on us for a reward as opposed to being baited and lured by the treats is really important. He was fully able to execute everything there first and then just received a small treat for it. Okay, we got another pup coming up straight. Good boy. We'll see what the dad does here. What I'm gonna try to do is cross preemptively to hopefully keep him from changing his course 100% and turning around and going the other way. And hopefully he'll continue to stay the course and be able to either walk by the dog or behind him. Okay, so that's good. He's taking a left. A little bit awkward, but that's fine. We'll just cross the street again. Sometimes after they go potty, they'll probably go back towards home too, instead of making the full loop around. So we'll kind of see what they do. I'm gonna go ahead and predict that he'll hopefully go back towards the trash can. Oh no, he's going the other way. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and cross. And luckily these guys are going pretty quickly and that pup is moving pretty slowly. So should hopefully be able to kind of pass them by. This gives Min and Bolt plenty of opportunity to not only see the dog, but also get used to them. And the dog is definitely looking back too. And there it is. Min. Good boy, Bolt. Come. Very good. Very good. Good boy. Good job. Good boy. Okay. And again, go ahead and try to close the gap. See if they start getting excited or worked up. And then practice redirecting them back, calming them down, refocusing. This exercise is usually easier in places like the pet store, the dog park, where you know dogs will be kind of walking across your path. You won't have to move as much. But in this scenario, especially since we're trying to get them to kind of calm down and refocus and de-escalate, the additional movement that we're doing, getting some of that energy and excitement out, is actually really beneficial for them. Okay, so he's gonna cross because there's two dogs coming from the other side. So now we got 3 dogs in line of sight. And go ahead and make sure we preemptively get them to refocus if necessary. Min, Bolt. Come on, Min. Good boy, good boy. Yes. Good job up here. Good. Min. Min. Shh. It's okay, big guy. Good boy. Now to help keep him from just refixating, we're gonna go ahead and move. Good boy. There we go. There you go. So you can see them, but because he's busy following me and moving along, he's not able to just kind of fixate and build up his anxiety. Go ahead and cross the street again for this guy. And it's pretty obvious he, doesn't want his smaller dog to be around maybe other dogs or bigger dogs. So to keep him from feeling like he has to move to the other side again, we're gonna go ahead and do that preemptively. That way we can keep these guys within the line of sight of the other pup, and we'll just kind of slow down a little bit so that way we don't end up on top of them. Okay. So Bolt did very well with the 2 dogs passing by. Min was definitely a little bit more growly already, but we were able to recover just by giving him something to do, which is where that movement really comes into play to help. Instead of just requesting and asking for his attention, go ahead and give him a reason to follow and regain that focus on us by moving and having him follow and come with. Got another lady up there with 2 dogs, so that's really good. Probably need to cross the street and try to catch up. And then after this, we'll probably just rotate all the way back around and give these guys a water break. Like I said, luckily the weather is pretty nice out today, but it is still going to be a little warm in the afternoons. That's 70, 80. So try to only keep it to 1 or 2 laps at most at a time. Good boys. Oh, she's actually got 3 dogs with her. It's another thing to take into consideration too. You don't want to make it hard for the handler when they have multiple dogs. They all start barking, start pulling them, then you risk the situation where they're all barking and pulling and she loses grip of one of them, and then they come towards these guys, and then of course vice versa. But having the tools and being ready to compensate for that should be fine. Contrary to what most people would probably reactionarily will do, is kind of take their dogs and run the opposite way. I'll actually kind of run parallel to her, so that way she can hopefully get her dog back in control, as opposed to her dog getting further away from her, making it harder for her to regain control of her dog and separating any additional help that I would get in that situation from her. You'd want to think preemptively of the best thing to do, and that would be to kind of physically body block, pull away Min, while maybe picking up Bolt, and that'll take him out of the scenario. Also have tools on me to deter dog fights and de-escalate those kind of situations, but those are for kind of emergency use only. We want to do our best to avoid physical conflict if possible in the first place. All right, catching up slowly. It's a lot of work. Come here, bud. Boy. Yes, good job. Probably give poor Bolt a break too with his leg. Had a lot of luck running into pups in that circle area, the circle merge yesterday with Goose. So hopefully we'll get lucky again this morning. Good boy. Bolt is definitely doing well. He definitely gets distracted and kind of veers off course, but adjusts very easily when he feels that leash pressure. So that's good. And Min is keeping up a good pace as well. Another dog barking. Good boy. Mitten's getting more excited, and I'm getting more tired. There we go. See if he'll stop to pee on something. Good boy. And I want to pay attention too, because even the barking can cause Min to get a little bit excited. Usually seeing dogs, so that's what does it for him. Good. So we're gonna wait for Bolt here. All right, come on, Bolt. I hope you ladies are able to enjoy your Mother's Day together and have a good time out in this weather. Let me know if you do head out, so that way I can walk the dogs while you're gone. Okay, thank you for the heads up, and I'm sorry to hear that you're not feeling well. Hope that you're able to get some rest and enjoy the day with the pups. So, rescheduling the event for today, so that's actually good. Means I'll be able to work more with these guys here up in Stafford. Got us rescheduled for next Sunday, the 21st. Just a heads up, I may have to get back to you on the time. I put it the same for now, but I'll be having a boarding pup leave, so I still have to coordinate with their parents on what time they'll be able to pick up. Hope you feel better, and I'll keep you updated. Alright, so the other two dogs that we had passed, had passed us back there, and these guys didn't have really any change, so that was good. Might have been because they were across the street and too far, or because we were just kind of moving, didn't really kind of stop and give them a chance to focus. That's why it's important while we're out working with them to try to be as mindful of our surroundings as possible. Just got distracted there because of another client and something I had to take care of real quick, and in that short amount of time we kind of missed that opportunity. We'll definitely be able to make it up though. Man, either I walk really slow or this girl is walking really fast. I think I'm too used to my old ladies going at our very nice, easy walking pace. Probably being out of shape does not help. feel like I've been speed walking and she's still getting away. That's okay. All right, that was a good try. Good job, Bolt. All right. The mail truck coming in. Luckily we're crossing the street the same time as this lady. We'll go a different way, just because I will not be able to catch up to her. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and just cut the video now. I'll start it back up again in case we run into anybody else, but just to save some battery and some footage time, we'll go ahead and end it here. That was pretty good. We had a couple successful redirects when both of them started growling. Bolt because of the person. Oh, good job. And then Min because of the two dogs. Yes, good boys. Okay. All right. Hey. The German Shepherd and his cat sibling that he walks with. Good boy, Bolt. Morning. Good boy. Leash reactive. Yeah. There it is. Min. Min. Oh. Good boy. Where's all this stuff in your butt? Good. Here, let's cross the street. Hi. Good. Min. No. Good boy. A lot. Good boy. Good. Bolt. Good. Good boy, Bolt. Hey. Hi. Come. No, Bolt. There you go. Good boy. Oh, look at the kitty cat. Bolt. Yes, good boy. Hey. Good. Good. Stop. It's good practice. Ball. Good boy. Hey, come here. Good boy. Sit. Good job. Good. Good boys. All right. Shh. Good boys. Bulk. Hey. Good. Come. Good. Good boy. Bolt. What you doing? Good boy. Come. So once he kind of runs to the edge, stopping him, pulling him back in, reducing that excitement, letting him kind of tire himself out. Good boy. There we go. Good. And he kind of walks at a nice normal speed again instead of sprinting up towards the dog. Good boy. Able to ease up a little bit. Because the dog is on the right side, what we're gonna do is focus and turn to the left, kind of like over there when they were on the left side, trying to redirect him and keep him on my right. That way we can use our body as part of the leverage as well, and being able to get him to refocus. Right there. Good boy. Very good. Bolt. Good boy. High gust. Good. Now Min is more in that ignoring phase. Good job, big guy. Good boy. Good boy. All right. Come on. Come on, Min. Boy. Bolt. So Bolt getting more excited can also get Min excited. So that's why we want to do our best here to keep on correcting Bolt. I guess. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Come. Try to force him in along over here. There we go. Good. It's very important that he gives up trying to be stuck and stubborn before I give up. Good. Good boy. Okay, good. So we're still recording. Good. Good. Come. Come. Good. Come. Good. So what I'm trying to get them to do is used to going into, following a circle here, following me from behind, following this way. Good. Okay. Rotating in. Good. Good. Rotating out. Good. Good. Come. Come on, in. Good. Come on, Bolt. Good. Thanks for the practice. Good boy. Hi, Ghost. Thank you. Good boy. Good boy. Very good. Good boys. All right. Oh. Good boy. Okay. And casually walk back home. Good boy. Bolt. Oh, he's gonna be. Oh, let's not go too much into their yard, big guy. Come on. Good. All right. Well, that was good. Only came across one pup, but at least we got to have like a long, drawn out de-escalation scenario. Now you can see that Min over here is very good about actually trying to avoid the pup now in general. Bolt though is still a good boy. Come. Still a little excited and pulling towards him. He's got a little bit more energy left. Whereas Min, I think we've completely tapped out over here. You can go ahead, walk him one more time past him and then back home. Then we'll call it a video there. Okay. Okay. And same thing as before, because the dog is on our right side, I'm gonna want Min on my left side. Good boys. Good boy. Bye, Ghost. Good job. Come on, big guy. Good boys.